this button. That should also work. Gabby! Okay, I'll refix that, I think. Gonna find out. One way or the hard way. I'm gonna find way. I'm gonna get you. Also, this thing is not sized. Ah, there it goes. Had a window not want to work anymore. Wide way. Oh, yeah. Gotta find you. Got up like a vampire. That it is spooky night. The spooky Saturday.
She truly was fond of Willem. You should maybe go see her. Leave that wound untended, it might fester. You'll want to check in with Tolly too, seeing as he gave you the tip.
Yes. Yes. Have to see everybody.
The Dutchman. And I wonder what the Anarchs make of this. Sophia's still likely working in her lab. Hopefully she's holding up okay after the Willem fiat.
Yeah, we hope.
Still, good move to go see Sophia. She does take it so hard losing a friend.
Yeah, hope she doesn't blame us because, well, you know, he exploded.
Hello, Fire.
About Willem. Sophia, I am sorry.
You promised you would protect him. But that was a promise you couldn't keep. That nobody could keep, no matter how... I shouldn't have asked. It was unfair of me, and I just got so angry with you. I'm sorry, love, for blaming you. I didn't know what to do. I miss him, Fire. I grieve for him. But now I walk alone in the darkness again. And
You're not alone, baby. I'm here.
Not quite alone.
2 a.m. is 1 a.m. for me.
I suppose. I learned something, you know? About the mark. The symbols? The script is from Old Enochian. They talk of binding, weakening. At the core of it, I couldn't...
Majesty, a message has arrived for you.
Hey, Professor Bean from the 500 Bits. Like, why are you giving me money? I haven't done anything.
I don't like...
Why are you giving a random person money? What happened? I appreciate it. Thank you. Why are you giving me money? What happened? Why did you take it out of your wallet and put it in mine? What did I do? Because I'm awesome. Nah, I appreciate it. That really helps a lot. Thank you so much.
What was it they said?
After you woke, you spoke of the old sect, the Sabbat.
I did. I know it of old. And Isabella used that name. The Black Hand is here in Seattle.
To even be associated with such a thing, I mean, what was she thinking?
She will not have been alone.
Majesty, a message has arrived for you.
Don't give me money!
Part of it, I am sure.
I haven't done anything.
Do you think the Sabbat gave me this mark?
Thank you for it up for this for the 100 bits.
Confirm it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Match, and that's true. Not at least in my books. But there are others. It's just they are forbidden. Such is the nature of the material.
I see. Forbidden books. And you expect me to retrieve them?
I see no other way. They were confiscated decades ago by Lou.
And you are certain that these books will provide my answers?
As much as I can be, yes. Luke, Graham, and I... If I am the one to ask, she will say no. It must be you, my love.
Very well.
Where her love?
Thank you. I have to
Goodness
finish off
gracious.
here. Then I will return to Wake the Dead to my studies. I will see you there.
How's the Masquerade going? We're leaving where we left off. Basically, we had a Nosferatu guy who was the keeper of secrets blow himself up. We did a whole bunch of investigating. We have gotten some confirmation that we don't think it's necessarily a vampire.
My love.
Be quiet.
There's no shame. I'm sure you got plenty going for you, being the nomad and all.
Do you know what happened between Sophia and Lou?
Well, Lou's done a lot of folks dirty in her time.
Feeling better? Yes, it's got a bit of insomnia
Worse
going.
at hiding how she feels about it.
That I wanted to play this. You know, it's a Saturday night. You know, some people are probably up late at night, probably want something to watch. So, better just do that. Okay, I'm the Bruja. It's the punchy one. Boing.
I'd forgotten that's how I met Willem. Losing his sire to the rebar killer.
Willem's gardener is the one behind these dreams.
It does seem so, doesn't it? Some
Lives together strong.
But what? After so long,
I don't know what that means.
But you know that better than I.
Thanks, Digi, for sending people over. I appreciate it. I hope you and everybody else hanging out with, we're having a good time. Of course, for everybody else, hi, I'm Zoran. I run
Majesty,
Tip of the Produce
a
shows for a
message
living.
has arrived for you.
I made it the fuck out. The goddamn libs are my chat again. Digi's birthday's today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Digi. Happy birthday to you. There you go, buddy. Happy birthday. Hope you had a good birthday. This is really sweet. Happy birthday, buddy. Everything worked out on it. Hope you got some good food. Hope you got some good drink. Hope worked in, you know, rail your ass too hard. All that other stuff. So hope you had a good one. But of course, chat, what I'm doing, I'm playing through Vampire the Masquerade. I figured it's a Saturday night. It's, you know, it's whatever. I hopped off to basically go get some dinner and stuff. Came back and I was like, you know what? I think I got enough energy to do like 5 hours of this. You know, the weekend's coming, baby. That's usually my thing off. I think I'm gonna stream through it. So, and I didn't have enough energy the start of the day. So I was like, oh yeah. And how good is it so far? Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is not a good Bloodlines game. But so far, if you're a World of Darkness fan, it's actually pretty decent. I actually have been enjoying it. The story and the mystery that we're in, I'm like, I'm so curious of what the story is. I think the story and the mystery is really well written. I think all the voice actors, there are some kind of like misses in terms of like performance here and there with some things. Like there's like some drunk people where I'm like, okay, this sucks. Like, this is not how drunk people act. But other than that, it's been a phenomenal ride. I've been really enjoying it. The game looks good. I could kind of feel this being like, here's some bunch of Unreal assets they had to throw together, but like otherwise, I've genuinely been having a good time with it. Would I recommend like multiple playthroughs? Probably not. But if you're interested in something that has like an interesting story to it, you like vampires, World of Darkness, evil, occult things and stuff like that, you're gonna have a good time here. And currently we're heading back to one of the old princes who's still retains his power, and see if we can get some information about this mark that's on our hand, because we are a vampire. We're like an elder vampire. We're very strong by ourselves, but something has afflicted us and woke us up, so we're basically on our way out of here. Yeah, it's not a good Bloodlines game, yeah, but it's a good game. I would still put this at like a solid 6 out of 10. That doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that it has some other shortcomings that, you know, would kind of like move you off of it. But for me, you know, it could get to it's slowly getting to a 7. You know, slowly getting to a 7. Maybe with Love is Part short. Yeah, it went through development hell. Like, this game would not have existed. It had to go through a bunch of garbage to exist. So yeah, did you go spend time on radio? I'm pretty sure she wants to spend time with you on your birthday, bud. You know, tell her I said hi and everything else. You two have a wonderful night. Go enjoy yourself, did you?
Fire. How unexpected. Is this business or leisure?
How was your last meal?
Majesty, a message has arrived for you.
I don't know if my TTS is going to work tonight, so let's see if it does. As I saw, it's vampire punching time. Does it mean we'll see the one punch wizard today? Dude, I wish I could one punch people in this game. Just go 1 pound. Yeah, but I solve all my problems with punching and then hitting on vampire women.
Has the standard of your catering improved?
Significantly. Whatever you told the stray worked wonders. A veritable feast for the senses. You know, just last night, she brought me the most darling young boy. An actor with a face like chiseled marble. Attended Juilliard. I couldn't pronounce his last name, but oh, he was quite the dish.
You have had no more visions? You feel less troubled?
Oh, hi, Carl.
No. To my great
We love
vexation,
Carl. That's my friend right there. We went to
dreams
Hawaii.
grow only stronger, more vivid.
We played Battletech.
Nothing I can't handle.
I'm looking for certain texts.
Last time we spoke, we talked of matters usually prohibited by the Camarilla. It has since come to my attention that certain texts once existed on these topics. Texts you confiscated. Will you reveal them to me?
And why would I do such a thing? So you can deface them? Hand them out to all your anarch friends to read around the dumpster fire?
What the hell? I'm putting on your side.
The mark on my hand. I believe this may hold an answer.
I see. So, this is personal for you. I do possess the texts you seek. They're hidden in the crypts beneath St. Stephen's Church. You may borrow them.
Well, that was a mite easy. Where's the catch?
What is the price for this knowledge?
Why, dear, nothing. You work for me now, after all, and I must keep
Majesty, a message has arrived for you.
Thank you, but so bad for getting 3 months from tier 1 to Digi. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. Gives a lot of subs. I appreciate it, buddy. How old are we anyway? Very old. We apparently in our background we fought Napoleon's army. You know, after his exile, we're on the side of kicking his ass. Battletech, you say you've been on a Battletech binge lately? Yeah. Like, when I went on vacation in August to Hawaii with Carl and my good friend John and stuff like that, we were like, hey, like whenever just downtime or just whenever we're just hanging out, let's play some Battletech. And I've never got to really play the Hex Grid Battletech before because it's a lot to take in. There's so many rules, a billion charts. But it's cheap. It's really cheap to get into. So if you got people who know what they're doing, like you can kind of ease into it, and it's really good. A classic. We didn't do Alpha Strike. They weren't a fan of Alpha Strike. They're like, it's not as involved. So yeah, they wanted their charts. So we did the one with charts. I had a great time with it. Okay.
I am not your servant.
But of course, my dear. Just you keep believing. Now, you should run along.
Up,
Desert
vision.
is rust and ochre, and the goddess of wine and honey decays into dotage.
Up.
She does not see the feast in preparation, nor the... nor the 13th guest, as the cuckoo calls it to sup. Cuckoo! Cuckoo!
And who is the cuckoo?
The uninvited guest. The burrower in skin. The broken bread dressed with stone and iron.
Where is the cuckoo?
In the broken places. In the city of the east. A hand before. A world behind.
A city in the east. Is this the beckoning? Are you called there, Lou?
Oh, again. Oh, it happened again. Leave me, Nomad. Leave me!
Very well. We will talk again.
Yeah, she's having the beckoning, which, from what I remember, what Speaker told me and the game told me, basically what beckoning or what's going on is that there's a whole bunch of stuff happening in the Middle East or whatever. It's like, Speaker, and it's like, Speaker, he's in my show. like I've known him, I think over 10 years at this point. Yeah, he's in my show, and I work on the show he writes on and everything else. Like, we've been friends for like 10 years. Your show, I'm new here. Okay. Sorry, I'm used to regulars. My bad. I run a tabletop RPG show called Narrative Declaration, which has been my full-time job for 5 years. So if you've ever seen a show like Warhams, Rock Grind, things like that, that's what I do. And speaking of tabletop stuff, hi, Distortion Devil. I've been seeing people over, but I hope you've been having a good time. I don't know if you guys are doing Orktober this month, because I know Monty was probably like, we just got to get some episodes going. But I hope you've been doing awesome, buddy.
Some grave robbing to do.
Thank you so much for playing through Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
I reckon I was there not long ago.
Cyberpunk, actually? Hell yeah. I talked to the Cyberpunk guys at some point.
You've seen her
Trying to be like, hey, we would like to do like some shows and like some episodes of your game and stuff. Like, oh, we're gonna do this, this, and this. That'd be awesome. And basically they were like, oh yeah. It's like I was like, okay, well, how about this for the budget? And they were like, oh. And I'm like, well, if that's too rich for you, we can try something else. And they're like, oh, you're too expensive for us. And I'm like, but it's $1,000. And like, that doesn't even pay for the art. we're trying to do you a deal. And they're like, we don't have the money. And I'm like, all right. So I was like, oh, they're doomed. Oh dear.
The crypt is down in the foundation through the church itself. I guess where you'd expect to find a crypt, right?
But I'm glad you guys been doing Cyberpunk stuff. I really, I don't know if you were doing Reddit or anything, but I was telling Jade,
Call myself a
basically what I do, and stuff because I'm Zoran. I basically run a tabletop RPG show called Narrative Declaration. We basically have been doing we just don't do Dungeons and Dragons. That's basically kind of like our big thing, is that we don't touch D&D as much as we can. Not because of a snobby thing of like, oh, we don't like wizards. We just think there's other fantastic tabletop RPGs out there that we really want to play. But of course, we do something more close adjacent to it. We do Pathfinder 2nd Edition because I used to work at Paizo. But for you, Jade, basically for Spaghetti, he's been part of my show for a good while, like for over 5 years at this point. And I do Lehman Russ and Never Had a Texas Speech Device. I've been with the Emperor TTS guys for such a long time. And I think Ross now, the werewolf in Hunter to Parenting. So I do all of them. That and the Vortigaunt and the Half-Life one. Also, like how there's a shootout and they're just like, oh, the place of God. Quiet down out there. You're going through Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, which is so far it's been a fun game. It's an interesting story so far. So if you're here to kind of just, you know, wrap yourself up and have a good old comfy spooky, you know, vampire night, you're in for it. And thank you so much again, Distortion, for sending people over. I need to get you and Monty in the game playing with me at some point. You know, it's like it's been in the docket to try to get everybody in because I want Monty and you and the entire crew to come over and say hi at some point, just so I can meet everybody and say hi. Let us continue through. We have to go deep on the ground. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, there's just a gun here. You know. Just chilling. Oh no. Ghost Hunter business card. Going to sing Stevenson's a makeshift business card, essentially just a sticky note that somebody has applied a stamp to both sides. Ghostest with the mostest. .yubhub.com. Paranormal Investigation YubHub channel. On the back is a QR code alongside a handwritten edition. Contact deets and link. Would love to feature your story.
Majesty, a message has arrived for you.
Hey, Lord Geiger, over your scribble. Look at that freaking forbidden gun in the forbidden basement lying around forbiddenly, waiting to be taken by someone who's forbidden to be there. I tried to take the gun, like we're in the non-combat zone, so it's not letting us do anything. Oh yeah, there's basically in one room, there's one person that you find who had body image problems and they left some pills behind. They're dead now. They had rebar pretty much pierced through their body, so they're dead. Thank you so much for your subscribe. I appreciate it. All right, but for the RPG elements, it's not a lot. Here's the ability tree. Like this is the Bruja path that we've done, and then you can kind of do some side content, and then you can be like, oh, hey, I can now expand into the other clan items and stuff if you want to expand your powers, because you're like a super old, powerful vampire. So you're like the super one. It's not like the original Bloodlines. Don't go into this game thinking it's a Bloodline game. This is Vampire the Masquerade Seattle. This is a completely different game.
Now, where would Lou store her unmentionables?
Oh man. Gas safety certificate. He went downstairs for him to check the damn gas, even with the respirator, fucking losing it. Check again.
We should check these crates. Come over here.
What assailants?
These bozos again.
Not so close. You've got
Also, the enemy variety is hot garbage. It's like the same gooners every time.
papers, whatever you
I haven't fought an Eldritch monster. Like I kind of fought like a Nosferatu, but like he's kind of the same. The vampires are more interesting ones, but it's boring.
Masquerade will hold us back no longer.
I will kill in their name.
Gotta wait. Come on, where are you going?
Sing, silence. I listen. Creature stirs.
Oh, he's strong. Oh, he's a... I should have figured he was an actual vampire. Hey, watch this. Boom, baby. Punch my way out of everything. Hey, you gotta stop hanging around. Ow. Or descended from Cain, what would they believe of denying that? Yeah, that gets complicated. Their return notations. Everyone has a map with the graves usually depicted as the top of the rows of the graves. The first few through rows and marks an X is a crossover list. So nearby has been more down. I thought it'd be like some secret entrance. Oh well. The fuck do I do here? Oh, that's right. I can just... There we go. There you go. Forbidden manuscripts. I don't think it's one I'm looking for. Lucy bound a folio of text with an aura of dust and dried blood. The pages are paper thin, but are something of old paper that are covered in the dense script, blah, blah, blah. However, there are a few familiar symbols, a repeated sigil which refers to Gehenna, and 3 which the no man has seen before in connection to the prophecies of the Sabbat. Boss, bad news.
Let's get him back to Sophia.
Oh, well, I guess he's not going to go anywhere else. Also, here's a rifle. All right, neat. Time to get out. Just gonna keep this with me. You know, vampires got to stay strapped. You know, and we gotta make sure we're able to get, you know, we're able to protect ourselves. We're just a poor innocent vampire. Nah, maybe drop it.
Come on out, chicken shit.
Ah, maybe I lose my gun. But I know there's a gun on that table. Don't look this way. Yeah, look away, look away.
Our pack will triumph.
Yeah!
Shadows. I've caught someone.
Oh my god! That was quick. I'm playing on normal.
Come on out, chicken shit.
I'm not worried about you. Ah! Boom! There we go. Don't need you alive. I dodged. Yeah. Come here. Oh, we got a vampire. It's a battle nun. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Boom!
Right. Well, we can deliberate about that and what it means later. For now, we should get back to Sophia before more turn up.
You got it, baby. The Goth War Boys could be
Or
Malkavians.
did Lou send those idiots after us?
Which are the crazy
Where
folk.
we're headed. Makes no sense though. I'd lay odds those boneheads were the same flavor as Atrium. Feels like someone else has got eyes on us.
Yes. Yes. I'm still stumped. I'm still stumped on who it is. Like we surmise so far in the story that the mystery so far is that there's a hunter. There's a hunter killing vampires and killing people affiliated with vampires. And they're sending vampires a message. But the thing is, like, we know that the person breathes, right? But they're strong enough to take rods of rebar and stab it into an individual quickly, quietly, and efficiently and get out as quick as possible. So to do that, they have to be absurdly strong. No human could do that. We've confirmed that they breathe. Yeah, so far, werewolf is what I'm going with. But this is the world of darkness, and they have not really expanded on like other creatures. So I don't know what they're allowing for this. So for it just to be like a random werewolf that we haven't even touched or seen or anything else. Yeah, and ripped off the head and everything else and just quickly, bam, gone. Because it's not cut off, it's ripped off. So it's like, that's the only thing I can think of. It has to be like a werewolf. There's hunters and werewolves. Yeah, but in a vampire hunter doesn't fit because the person was breathing. The person who did the deed was breathing for the witness that we saw. So that's an important distinction. Vampires don't breathe. Oh, it's our wife.
Do you have the texts?
Here.
Yes, this looks right. Het Alanan Esto Vishna.
Isto Farata.
To study, I mean.
Take all the time you need. It is not as if I can wither from age.
It won't be quite so long as that, but I guess we'll see. And I spoke to Ryong. She asked to see you tomorrow night. First thing. To say what? I don't know. I do worry we've been too open with this. I mean, we haven't been careful enough. What if Lou somehow found out what your marks meant? That they could be tied to the Sabbat? Who knows what she would demand of Ryong if she thought you a threat. The old prince has ways of controlling her chowder, making them do things they would not usually do.
Then it is a good thing that I have you by my side, Sophia.
Oh, yes.
Tee-hee.
I should get on with my reading. Not that I don't want you to hear, I do, but, you know.
Let me know when you have something.
I will. Good night, my love.
Oh, tee-hee. Also, chat, I've more and more have been really wishing I could switch to Linux. Because let me explain my.
What do you say we check in on Katsumi or Tali maybe?
Let me show you my problem that I have, right? So if I do this, all right, there we go. Yeah, so if I do this, and then I go to, oh no, I already have it. If I go for display capture, all right. So if I do this, is it gonna show? Or is it just gonna be dumb? I think it's gonna be dumb, actually. One moment. Yes, it will be dumb. Huh, odd. The display capture. Oh, I see what I did. Reset. Here we go. All right, so here's what my screen actually is, right? So this is how much I actually see. So for you guys, if I click on this, I see chat over here, I see all this stuff over here, and I see the game here, right? It's gonna look weird because I'm doing this. So here's the problem. If I bring my mouse down, you'll see my taskbar will show up at the bottom there. It's kind of hard to see because of how I minimize. So if I do that, it just randomly pops in. And when I click it, obviously it clicks the taskbar and it's just, God damn it. You know, I click the taskbar because what I have to do is use Display Fusion to chop this up to where I have some macros and stuff that force the game to be in 16:9 ratio. So I can have the stream stuff there and the chat there. And this is how I see you, right? And because this game, I can't do it full screen because or else it'll be forced to be ultra wide. It has to be windowed borderless. But this fucking taskbar is in my way. And you know, and it's so annoying because in Windows 10, I could take that taskbar at the bottom and just move it to the left. And so on the very left side of my screen, like on the left side, not bottom left, kind of like how this other taskbar is, but at the very left or put on the top, whatever, like I could move it. But I can't anymore. They got rid of the option in Windows 11. But you know what I can do in Linux? I can size that bitch and move it wherever I want to. I do whatever I want with it. But in Windows 11, I have to do registry edits to do stuff or download programs that could potentially crash my computer because it just confuses Windows. And there's more and more of a reason where I'm just like, man, if Linux could just figure some of the shit out, man, like if it can just get some of the most common programs, if companies would just hop on board the Linux train, I would be a lot happier. But no, they won't.
The Anarchs might have a different view of what's happening out there on the streets.
Oh, the Linux, my friends mock me because you can game on Linux. TeamOS is on Linux. Yeah, like thanks to Proton, you know, you can game on. There's going to be some games you can't play. Like I now play Battlefield 6 every so often, which I wouldn't be able to play Battlefield 6. But none of my friends really play Battlefield 6, except for like a couple of them. But I only get to see them once in a blue moon. So it's definitely like. And I did go through the whole fray. I downloaded Linux Mint. I went through all the processes of getting stream going. I got like VC Face working. I got the VTuber stuff captured. I streamed Space Marine 2 on Linux and it worked great. Like we got it all figured out, but the process to get there was days because there's no default game capture for OBS. There's a lot of problems. There's no like convenient sprout capture and stuff. Like there's problems. So, oh, it's our boy.
Katsumi figured you'd show up.
So, Katsumi did take you in.
Yeah, I took your advice. I tell you, I was shitting bricks. Thought she might blame me for what Benny did too. But you were right. She was really cool. Grateful for the help.
For what it is worth, I am glad you found somewhere.
I honestly wasn't expecting that from you. It's been good. Real good. Thanks. So, Katsumi heard you had trouble with the court and figured she had something for you. Atrium. We heard all about that. Isabella Moore. Turns out one of her followers made it out. Name of Verona.
Huh. She lived after all.
She was talking about you. And Katsumi thinks the girl might know something you need.
How did the Anarchs come to find the girl?
Well, you've met Katsumi. She's a helper. Doesn't really matter who you are to her. She just wants to make Seattle a decent place to exist. The girl's a blood doll. That's not a habit that's easy to kick, so when she came around asking people to bite her, let's just say, we kept her from licks who wanted a bit more than she could give.
Where can I find her?
We set her up with Silky at the Dutchman.
Alright, sorry, story stuff. I try not to talk about the story stuff as much as I can.
Bad. Maybe Verona knows something. Let's head to the Dutchman.
I spot the Linux, yeah, sorry, I did that one. Oscar says, I've had plenty good luck switching. I don't play online games, so the root level anti-cheat nonsense doesn't really affect me. Yeah, it's... I know that is annoying in and of itself, but yeah, majority of the games usually work okay. I mean, there's definitely going to be other cases to where it's like, hey, Proton's really not acting with this game well. It's like, it's not every game can just be conveniently click play and go. A lot of people, a lot of YouTubers I would find would try to sell that of like, oh, it's super easy. Like Steam makes it work. Like this crowd there said, can't game on Linux. Sorry, it took me a solid week, but it's worth it. Like there were some games on Steam, even if they weren't native to it, where I just told it, hey, make sure you run this via a Proton layer, launched it, ran perfect. Like no problems, no issues, just booted it up and went ahead. And then there are other games where I was like, okay, this game didn't launch. Let's try another Proton version. And then I'm like, all right, that Proton works. Off I go, right? But there are some games that, unfortunately, sometimes my friends like to play games that don't work on Linux. I think one of them was Escape from Tarkov. There was some of my buddies just got randomly addicted to Tarkov. Like all of a sudden now they've stopped playing, funny enough. But that's been the experience so far. But like but as Buzzkill mentioned for their comment on Linux, like if you don't game, honestly, I don't really see, like if you don't do the type of stuff that I do. I mean, there's going to be some edge cases of like you really need this program that only works on Windows to do your job. But if you basically just do document work, like let's say for example, if I only had to worry about my tabletop show and then doing the document work of like making monsters and doing the writing and stuff, I would have already switched to Linux. Like I would have already abandoned Windows, because majority of the stuff that I need works phenomenal on Linux. And when I had my 4-way and dual booting, like currently I have a Surface Pro on my desk, and that thing, I converted it to Ubuntu Linux, and then I changed the interface to be KDI stuff because I prefer that interface. But it works great. Like really awesome people really worked hard on the kernel, or get a certain kernel to work for the Surface Pros. And it's been a godsend. Like when the Windows 10 stuff got discontinued because it ran to Windows 10, I converted it over and I'm like, oh my God, this is great. You know, this is awesome.
Let's find out what Silky's
doing. On sensation, the trick with Protons is to stay positive. Is there a rhyme or reason for what games work on Linux? I don't know if you're asking the right question, or I don't know what type of question you try to ask. I don't know if it's like, is there a rhyme or reason why games don't work on Linux? Or are you saying like, is there a reason why games do work on Linux? I'll see if I can try to answer both of it at the same time. Like, I don't know if you like kind of couldn't formulate it. Why don't work? Okay. So basically whenever a developer makes a game, like I'm going to try my best to be layman about it and my understanding of it. I am not a developer, so take what I say with a huge grain of salt here. So, it's kind of the same thing as like, have you ever had the experience, oh, there's like a hair in my keyboard. Have you ever had the experience of using Mac OS? Like a Mac, like have you ever used a Mac before? And have you ever used a Windows device before? You know, you've been on Windows 11, you've used stuff on Mac, right? They're different operating systems. Linux is a completely different operating system. There's different forks of that because people prefer Linux to be one way or another. The main reason why games don't just magically work on some of those operating systems is because there's a lot of background stuff that the game is looking for. There's like various packages, there's various files, there's various things that it's trying to access through the operating system. And it's all different for each operating system. There's different file structures for things. There's different places where those things should be. There are technologies that are in the background that you have that is looking for. Like for Windows, it's looking for like DirectX 11 stuff sometimes, or for Or for Mac, there's like, oh, in this file structure here and here, it can grab what it needs, what files it needs in the repositories and stuff to do the things it needs to do, so that operating system knows how to read the file, execute the stuff, or execute the exes, or execute the thing that launches all the other stuff that's in your folders, and do all the stuff, right? It's basically, this game runs on particular gas. Windows is gasoline, Linux, yeah, Windows is gasoline, Mac is diesel, and Linux can be whatever the fuck it's figuring out. I'll say electric just to kind of get the analogy working. But so imagine when you try to take your car, which is made to work on gas, and then try to bring that over to an electric vehicle, or to that electric platform. You can't run electricity, right? The fuel you can't take electricity to make it run. So to make it run on Linux, what the Proton layer does, it does some bullshit to say, hey, this electricity will now be turned into gas to now run this thing in a shell of what it is. If that explains it, if that's a way to try to make you help understand. So, and that's the problem that we face. That's why a lot of people haven't just switched over to Linux, because there's so many programs that people rely on. Like, say for example, for me, I rely heavily on DaVinci Resolve. You can get DaVinci Resolve working on Linux, and there is a particular form of Linux that DaVinci Resolve is supported, but it's a form of Linux no one's going to fucking use. No one's using that one. Not a lot of people that I know anyway. But you can do it, but it's not fantastic, right? And I also use Affinity Photo instead of Photoshop. I keep Photoshop just in the background because there's sometimes weird Photoshop things that I really need it for, because I can't 100% be detached yet. But Affinity Photo is basically all that I do. And that doesn't really work super great on Linux either. You can do stuff to use it on the Linux, but you got to do some roundabout bullshit to make that work. And for OBS is native and works on Linux just fine, but there's stuff in OBS that does not work natively in Linux. So it's a whole hodgepodge of, like, if you switch to Linux right now, they've gotten really good. It's gotten really good. It's just gotta get over that hump, that software hump, that all the commonly used stuff that a lot of people really love, or there needs to be a thing that like really makes using Windows programs possible seamlessly and not laggy to be able to be used on Linux. And once we find that out, it's perfect. What about Catchy OS? I actually virtual machined that not too long ago. Regardless of that, that's still not a, I don't know if you're saying like, yeah, but what about this OS? Would it work? Linux just base like that, and then just a random like Catchy OS or Mint, or doing another different thing of Arch, or doing the Zoran one and all these other distributions. Regardless, you will still have those similar issues. Different distros might have better advantages for doing one thing or the other, like a Debian version or like Debian centered OSs for Linux might do better for like my DaVinci Resolve problem. But that's the problem. You can't just throw an OS on there and think it's just going to work 100% for everything that you need it to do. If you're a Windows user converting over and you really need those programs, if you're in that situation where you will never need these types of programs, and the things that you need work perfectly on Linux, fucking switch. Like, switch, go for it. You can just do whatever you want to your operating system, and no one's spying on you. It is perfect. I wouldn't say perfect, but it's nice. Like, I like it, but for people who have no idea what they're doing with it, definitely kind of dip your toe in it a little bit. Yeah, but just kind of like it just kind of slow but surely get in there, and then be like, okay, let me figure out what Linux is, because it's definitely different. But a lot of people have made it very similar to what you're used to. Of like a folder's a folder, and there's a start menu usually, and all that stuff. Unless you try to raw dog it with the command prompts and the only thing you have is the terminal, then it's scary. Then you gotta know all these commands. You got no idea what's going on. How's the least important of the costume party going on? Well, I came in as a wizard, and no one's noticed yet. Yeah, but it's good to see you again, Go. I will apologize. My memory's terrible, so you have to remind me where we met and interacted. There's been a lot of people. I know I've recently been getting a lot of random Discord DMs from super old people that have maybe interacted with the VR chat. The vast majority of them have been bots. That are being hyper aggressive. Like, why aren't you messaging me? And it's like, because you've said nothing of substance. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you being aggro? This has to be a bot. This has to be a scam bot thing. Someone took over your account. Goodbye, you know.
Well, no. Not many unknowns come strolling in here so boldly, especially amongst the heartbeat challenged. Don't worry. They won't give you any trouble. Not in here. Not without my say-so. Name's Silky. This is my place. These are my people. Ryong sent the word round that some of us should offer help to our new sheriff. Help you find your way back to some of the power you used to have. But your skills are centuries ahead of mine. There's nothing I can teach you. Come visit though. Pull up a chair anytime. Always happy to talk. And to learn.
Max said the Anarch sent someone to you. I want to talk with her.
Yeah, that one. The Blood Doll. She was here. Girl's got problems. Kept begging folks to bite her. I told everyone no, leave her be. Didn't seem right to feed on someone so desperate, you know? She didn't like that. Stormed off. Hell hath no fury, right?
Where can I find her now?
Beats me. She didn't exactly leave a forwarding address.
This is important, Silky. She wanted to talk to me, and she may not be safe.
I get that. Look, normally I wouldn't share. The girl's clearly on a knife edge, and I don't want to see her bleeding out. Here. She left a few bits and pieces. Enough to get her sent, if you're keen to track her down.
My thanks. I will find her. Perhaps we will speak again.
Alright, time to get out of here.
One missing mortal. If I might suggest, we act the bloodhound here. No offense to the lady, but she did have a memorable scent.
I noticed. Warm, lightly spiced. Sweet and earthy. I will know it when I smell it.
Oh, caught a whiff of our blood bomb, right?
Oh, look, weapons. Oh, they're all on the bikes. Gotta track her down. Curl, smell, sniff it. No. Oh God. Path right to the righteous. Let's play. Okay. Like, sorry, it's been a while. Oh, I guess we're here. Okay. Just eat you real quick. Bada boom, baby. Eek. Look, man, I'm not trying to break the masquerade. Yeah, let him pass. Let him pass. The Space Marine 2 dude was making invulnerable damage to all animations. Yeah, this place didn't want to do that. And I'm dead. It's one of the frustrating things about this game, where if you try to bite someone as an execution to get like health back and stuff, like anybody can just come up to you and just beat you or shoot you to death. It's not fun in any way, shape, or form. So for that, like, there's nothing you can do to avoid that damage. God damn it. Like, I have an ability that basically I flip someone off and they drop their gun. Like, I wanted to do it there, but it wouldn't let me do it. So, if they got multiple guns, you're just hoping to God it works out. There is, and I highly disagree with that as a game design choice. I think whoever thought that was to be an idea, I don't think they should be designing games. I know that's kind of harsh and mean to say, but I think that's absolutely ridiculous. That's like ignoring fundamental just player experience. I don't know why. I don't know how that got past the design document. I'm like, yeah, let's have it to where when you're stuck in an animation, you're just going to be able to get beaten to death. And someone mentioned, oh, that happens in the first game, but yeah, that happens in the first game, but the first game was more, you're not expected to feed on people in combat, like all that much. This is used as like an execution for you to get more combat pips to use in combat, like a Doom execution. So.
Verona. Fragrant choice of haven.
You. I've spent the night surrounded by goddamn killers. Well, I'm sorry if it smells bad, but I hope it gets up your fucking nose. You murdered Isabella.
Sister then mistress? We're not on the best run for this girl, are we?
I am sorry it had to be this way, and for the connection you have lost. But I had no other choice.
Yeah. I get that you think that. But you gotta understand, a creative soul like Isabella was never meant to hide her light under a bushel. All she ever wanted was to share her work with the world. But I know she went too far. Pissed off a lot of her friends, too.
And killed them.
I tried to stop her, and I never meant for it to end like this.
Did you alert the police?
So you are the one who threw the blood onto the snow, who alerted the police.
She was never supposed to get hurt. Cops say any real threat to one as strong as she. I just thought, if they crash the party, she could make other plans. Maybe more of a little private soiree, just the two of us, you know?
You understand that Isabella would have killed you.
I'd have died for her. I'd have gladly been her sacrificial lamb. It's the rest of the flock I didn't like. She said I was special.
You loved her. Deeply, I think.
It was never like normal love. Not the way your mama loves your daddy, with hand-holding and summer picnics. But with divine love. The way your grandmama loves Jesus. I could hang her pictures on every wall and sing her praises on my knees. You know, I'm kind of a big deal. My daddy's a big deal, and his daddy's daddy was a big deal, all the way back to the plantations. But let me tell you, none of the cotillions and champagne balls could hold a candle to a vampire's kiss. She said you can taste good breeding, and I never felt more precious than when I was bleeding in her arms. Even her friends were jealous. She got to taste me whenever she wanted.
Yeah, this is what happens when you're a tier 4 to a VTuber. This is it. This is exactly it. This is a tier 4 sub.
Tell me more of her friends.
She was a mighty popular lady, my Isabella. But there were some who were different, not there to bask in her light. They got all fired up when the corp guy died. Like it was something they were expecting. But still a shock. The blood. It was just weird. They were saving it up. Collecting it.
The cork guy?
Campbell.
Well, he died, didn't he? All the others started scurrying around, acting all panicked. Sending their errand runners back and forth. Between you and me, Isabella saw her chance. She wasn't anxious about it. She was excited.
Tell me about the blood.
They were hoarding it up. Not just feeding, they were draining folks dry.
See you later, Longtooth.
Killing one person after another. I'll never forget the way they...
Why?
Now that I don't know for sure. I hoped to live to find out, though.
Thank you for the information.
I don't know a lot. I didn't know her that long, really. But I thought I'd ask. You're strong. They say you know things. After I lost Isabella, I thought I'd never want to be fed on again. I was wondering, if, you know, long term.
Oh, no. We sure don't need her, and she doesn't deserve us.
Yeah, go home.
This is a sign. The path you are on has come to a natural end. You should return to your home, your mortal family. They will help you through this.
How can I go back now? After all I've seen. And without her. Well, sorry. Thanks for listening to me, anyway. I hope I get to see you again someday.
You should not hope for that.
Yeah, you should forget about me as soon as
The
possible.
information was sound. Now, why would the Sabbat store up so much blood? You'd think they were trying to wake an antediluvian.
Typically, the Sabbat try not to wake our ravenous ancestors. They want to destroy them as they slumber. I do not think this is about the antediluvians.
How's Bloodlines 2? If it's okay if I summarize, because I think I get asked a question a lot on the stream. It's a good game so far. Not a good Bloodlines game, but so far, been really enjoying it. I really want to see how this ends.
Oh.
Nomad. Now we're square, right? I don't mind telling you I've been sleeping better the few days you've been around.
Alright, scratch my nose.
You were wise to ask me to speak with Verona. Thank you.
Yeah, well, so long as you got what you need from it.
Verona said Isabella had accomplices. She was part of a conspiracy before she went rogue.
Yeah. I don't know much about that. But I figured you'd be interested in what she had to say. I want to make sure you know that we're on the same side. There's something wrong in the court. Can't say I know what, but keep an eye on it.
I am pleased to see that Max has found a common cause with you. Tell me, how does he sit with your people?
Reminds me a bit of you, actually. Not so you'd know it. He's a good kid. Wish I had more like him.
Where were you earlier?
Out.
That's all?
You're still one of them, Sheriff. The lady's gotta keep some mystique about her. If it was any of your business, I'd let you know.
Thank you, Katsumi. I shall take my leave.
Before you do, mind if we talk? Kindred to kindred? No masks, no ulterior motives, just... Oh shit. I need an insider's perspective.
I will make time for you. Please continue.
Be serious. I need you to really listen here and give me your honest opinion. You move in circles I can't, and I think something is going on with the Corp. You've seen more of them in a few days than I have in years. Maybe because you suck up so much and they love hikis on their asses. But we're not okay, are we? The court's the only real law around here, and it's on a knife edge. There's something rotten in there. I can smell it, even from my nest. Should I prep my people for Lu's horrific return to power? Or can things work for us in Ryong City?
Ryong has more independence than you know. I think she will find a way to retain her control.
And here's hoping she's the breath of fresh air that Seattle needs. For what it's worth. Thanks for the answer. I won't hold you up anymore. Don't be a stranger.
I am always a stranger.
Yeah. Nomad. Comes with the turf, right? See you later, Fire.
I had no idea how to answer that.
About Ryong, I mean. That Katsumi even asked, what is she cooking up, do you wonder? Well, anyway, what do you say we find Tali?
Time to find our sassy Nosferatu.
Makes sense to see Tali, after his little tip went so far off the rails.
What am I punching? I'm punching vampires. Which I'm sad I haven't like found like any weird creatures yet, because in the first game, like, you fought some weird creatures, man. There is some messed up stuff in there. But Tali, dude, Tali's such a bastard. Oh, I love how sassy he is. Like, there's some characters in here who are absolutely lovable. Like really good writing to them. Just really fun. Not as memorable as the first game. You can't replace the Chinese gun merchant who says praise the allegiance flag. You can't beat that. You can't. That's just comedy to me. And then there's like the Tremere guy who looks just all just messed up looking, but man, was he powerful. Where the fuck is Tali? Is him up there? No. I think Tali would be up here, really. Tali! Tali! You should be like the only person here who's also a vampire. So you can tell he's a vampire because you see this guy. He has no heart to him. I feel like I'm in the wrong place. No, but it led me here. I should be out back, I think. No, he's right here.
Here you are again. Looking good, Fire. Actually, forget it. I'm trying to give up lying for Christmas. You look like shit. Glad that nap was shorter than the last one, though. Am I right?
Ryong said you found me like that.
Yeah. There I was, returning from a well-earned midnight snack. Frankly, looking like one. And all of a sudden, there you are by our front door, looking like a decade-old corpse. God's own truth. Scuttlebutt says you had a fiery little tater-tot with dear Willem. What will we do without him?
Your concern is touching.
I will pretend this isn't a headache the size of a horse cock. He was our little black book of dates and dainties. Word gets out our hard drives limp? That's a lot of unsolicited lick pics coming our way.
You have a head full of current secrets. I cannot imagine this will hamper you.
100-year-old secrets, deals, betrayals, they have a tendency to sock you in the mouth right when you're on the shitter. And you know what, you old cadaver? Some of us have better things to do than memorize Lou's laundry list. I am telling you, we are gonna have to claw our way back out of the lack of fucking info hole. Since you're the one who stuck our dicks in the blender, you're gonna help me fish them out. Now I know Benny had himself some insurance. His own book of Shaft, squirreled away at his office in the SPD. Now I could go and get it, but I'm not gonna. It's up to you, oh officer of the law. Happy fishing. Mwah.
He's such a bastard. Little book of blackmail. Oh dear. Now we gotta infiltrate the police station. The place full of guns. And people that I probably am not allowed to kill because they'll break the Masquerade. Of his way of sass. Oh, I love him.
Back to the old stomping ground, huh? I wonder how Seattle PD are managing. No Benny, no Detective Fabian.
There I go. My mouse there.
I'll bet they won't even have noticed.
I wonder if they just sold everything in his room. Oh my God, they're kissing. They smooching. Remember, chat, one of the things that I like to do whenever, because I've been playing more Deadlock with the crew, and one of the things I like to do when anybody on the enemy team or on our team gets like super toxic is that they'll be like, oh, I hate you, Zoran. Oh, dang it, you're such a bad player. Oh, I hate you. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna kiss you on your lips, on your big wet lips. Disarms them all the time. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck your dad. It's like and I love your daddy. Love doing that. Back in 5 minutes. They won't mind if I just cruise around. Stop, check with the girl before proceeding.
You're not supposed to be here, and they will not like you snooping around. Benny's office is dead ahead. Careful, they're watching.
Are they? Come on.
Locked. Breaking that will raise a ruckus. I think there's a vent at the back. If I remember rightly, there's another in my office. You could try that.
Okay. Budge. I like how the homeless person's subtitle says, fucking cops, they think they own the place. You're in the police station.
Hey, someone there?
No. It's like you're literally where they work. Aww. Oh, wait, here we are. This could work. Oh, he's still in here.
Fox in the coop is a fox in a cops. God damn it, Lemony Moss.
Will you shut the hell up, man?
Yeah, stop ratting me out, man.
Fabio, come on.
God damn it.
It's good for you,
What the hell, Lemon? Who rattled your cage? Just keep it down. Oh, forget it.
There's still a guy out there. Smithy must have locked up for me. I guess my key is in my pocket. Damn. Oh, wait. My spare is...
No.
somewhere. Maybe in the evidence room. Smithy kept it handy, because I kept leaving it open.
Oh. Why they gotta make it tough? Come on, pass on by. Pass on by. That cup. Oh, it disappeared. Don't worry about that right now.
Good work. I reckon Smithy must have stashed my keys somewhere around here. Damn, more company. Just gotta stay out of his way.
That's not it. Nowhere in his room.
Aha! Thanks, Smithy. Let's get into my office.
Yes, yes. Continue to go away. Yes. That's the way I like. Go, 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 go! Better not turn around.
Well, welcome to my humble abode. I see the cleaners haven't been in, which is how I like it. Huh. I wonder who'll get it. I hope it's not McNally.
Yeah, chat, we hate McNally. Hate him. We all hate McNally in this house.
Gotta say, this is not how I expected an elder to spend their time. Dolly had better appreciate this. Is now a bad time to say I don't like tight spaces?
McNally's back to tell you. Yeah, he's always shitting and pissing.
Finally. That's just the ticket. Okay, okay. My buddies here get upset if you try to break in. Walking out, less of an issue. If you act natural, you might be able to breeze straight out the front door.
Yeah.
Gal was at the scene over at the plastics warehouse.
Oh, yeah? Wow. I heard that was toxic. Respirators.
Hmm?
Jesus. I hope she...
Ah, that worked
Let's
out.
get out of here.
Oh, unspotted a
We should
thing.
get back to Tolly and hope Benny's book is a solid boost to his spirits.
She chat easy peasy. Didn't even have to kill a single cop. And now we get to go to the Eternal Biker Gang den. Burger saw him flawless. Yeah, yeah.
How's my favorite force of destruction? Any trouble?
I am trouble.
I am the trouble. Here.
Neato. I can start grilling Benny's old flames. But don't think you're in the clear yet. While you're here, I want to ask you a question. You know, decaying husk to decaying husk. What do you think of Ryong? Her leadership, to be precise.
It is not for me to cast judgment on one such as her.
Isn't it? I thought elders were always nagging the youngsters. But I won't press you.
I must go.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not
Relax,
getting the
Nomad.
politics.
You don't need to take off. Why not stay a while?
I can stay.
Fine. You did this work for Prince Campbell?
Yeah, family-sized business douchebag that he was. You think Ryong is tight around the sphincter? JJ was way worse. And before you say it, no, I didn't get him chopped. I stared him straight. Well, my own version of straight.
How did he end?
He ran down a rabbit hole without telling anyone where he was going and completely lost his head. We found the wreckage laid out in Pioneer Square with some thin bloods poking at it. Head's still missing, though. You find it? Stick it in the nearest mailbox. We'll try stitching it back on.
Do not be foolish.
If that's how you feel, you can make like a tree and be boring somewhere else. Till next time, sweetness.
And away he went.
That's everything that was on the docket. Should think about heading back to Daily Place.
All right, time for a big sleep. The person say bro chose to be an Nosferatu. I don't know if he like knew the consequences. He's like, I didn't know about it. Ah, sorry, getting on that. I was hoping I could ask more questions, but I didn't think it would be forcefully ended like that, so I'm kind of disappointed. Is that why he's so sassy? I mean, you got to have that level of confidence, you know, and to be able to mask all of that.
On Seattle, and you know just how to do it, so I won't keep you waiting any longer.
Oh my goodness. You heard that radio person? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'll just gotta clean up at some point. All right, my lifetime.
Well, that was a night. If you're in the mood, there's some reckoning we could do.
Very well.
Hunter the Reckoning.
So, let's walk ourselves back a bite. We have the Anarchs and the Blood Doll, a shopping trip for Tali, and then Mistress Lou and her traveling prognostication show. Where should we start?
The Blood Doll, Verona. What did we really get from her?
Aside from her own dissolution, a tale as old as time. Just that Miss Moore wasn't on her lonesome, and there was a plan. Sounds like our artist jumped the gun, though, didn't it? Which is good, in a way. It's not all going right for our troublemakers. What next?
Lou's visions. Clearly the reason she closed herself off. Withdrew from power.
You've hit the bullseye there. They've got worse, though, as she's kept that secret squirreled away for years. Fabulous Elder can't trust her own thoughts. Front page news. She thinks it's this beckoning, but that don't sit right with me. Seems a bit too close to what we've been dreaming about, wouldn't you say? Let's keep it going.
Sophia and her desire for hidden secrets.
Sweet Sophia? Oh, she's scattered for sure, but she knows her stuff.
She keeps promising but not delivering.
Oh, dithering's in her nature, but give her a problem and she's a hound with a slipper. She'll keep chewing until she gets right to the soul of it.
Katsumi's Anarchs and their newest recruit.
Max, you mean? Guess he's found his place. You made a good call there. It'll be the making of the boy. Even though, of course, he's not a boy. Strange folks, aren't we all? As for Katsumi herself, I'm nagged by the question of where she was and what she's up to. And who she's up to.
You have known Tali a long time. Is there anything to concern us there?
Well, not that long. He's a comparative youngster. And in all honesty, I think he's one of the most dangerous things in this city. That there is a sharp mind. But I've never seen anything to say he's not loyal to the city that gave him a home. And the two of you seem to rub along as apples and apples, don't you?
What do you draw from all this, Detective?
It's a mite early to say. A whole meal to chew on, no doubt. Do you want to sleep? Or should we talk the big picture?
Carry on.
So now, we've got a chunk of misbehaving, destruction, conspiracy, and the man in my dreams. What's top of your mind?
The Sabbat are the core of this.
But who are they? And what's their aim? You know the cult, right?
They are a pestilence and utterly destructive.
You do have a tendency to tense up at the name, and I think I get why. But tell me, what drives them?
They despise Cain's children, the antediluvians, the founders of our bloodlines. They say they follow Cain, but have remade him into the ultimate icon of destruction. They reject any doctrine that still retains any shred of humanity, or coexistence with humanity. The Anarchs may struggle against the Camarilla, seeing them as stifling, controlling. The Black Hand would shred the Masquerade and drag us all into the light, subjugating all of the mortal world. If only they had the numbers.
All human history to be put in the incinerator, If I had had them on the couch, I'd surely blame the parents. What else worries you?
The Gardener. He is the one we see in our dreams.
I'd say he is, and the one Willem named right enough. So how does he get into our dreams? And more to the fact, why?
He seems to be drawing us to him. What is his aim?
Now there's a question. What does he want from you? Not sure what he'd get from a parlay, unless he can control you in some manner. The mark?
Lou's dreams. They seem similar to what we see in the garden. Are her dreams from him?
Maybe so. And who knows? Maybe the same was true for Isabella, or even Willem.
We cannot know until we meet him, I think.
That's a truth. This is useful. Keep going.
Isabella, Willem, this conspiracy. Why them? And who else?
Benny, for one, if you remember the ring. Although wearing the mark of conspiracy is never a clever move. Then again, you wear it against your will. And they all have a manner of control over you, don't they? Or seem to. It's as I said when we first met, a mark of ownership. A mark of control. You're their weapon, I'd say. As to who else, I've no notion, honestly. But there are precious few we can trust.
What are your conclusions, Detective?
So, to summarize, I'd say the Sabbat and Gardener and all their followers, they've made a weapon out of the Nomad. But things have not gone right for them, and the Nomad slipped the leash. They've poked the bear, and the bear is not a happy bear, and is poking them right back. And down they go, one by one. Reckon you should roll on doing what you're doing.
There is more to this. The Black Hand may be inhumane, even insane by our standards, but they are not fools.
We are all built on human bones, and every human has a core of stupid.
That's me, that's me!
We should hit the hay. Though I'd not be surprised if I'm up and about and walking memory roads in a few. Maybe I'll see you there.
There we go. All right, sorry about that. I didn't want to go through story stuff. That host's voice is Mel Butter. Oh yeah, she's phenomenal. A lot of the voice actors in here, especially the detective guy, like just grade A. Like I was like, they have to do audiobooks. Have to do audiobooks. It's perfect. It's the perfect voice for it. What's up, Hariko? The fun the fire loads of fully explain every faction she mentions. Yeah, I think they wrote it and had her do that, or had her like the actor voice it out fully, just so we get context of what it is, because there are people who have never read anything about the World of Darkness or anything about Vampire the Masquerade. So basically, them coming into this, or people coming into this, you have no context of what any of this shit is. So you coming in new means you get to learn about what this is. Favorite has an audiobook. Yeah, because I feel like I've either heard it before, and the way that he goes about his performance. It's just audiobook voice. Like you could hear it, right? Like there's a difference between somebody like performing as a character, and then there's someone like still doing the character, but you could tell this person has been really used to just enunciating the words, so they're nice, clear, crisp, like so you can understand what they're saying, you know, word for word from the book. Like you could tell the difference of like other voice actors. Like it's not that they're bad, it's just that you could just tell this guy has had a lot of experience. He's been doing a phenomenal job. I don't know what's going on in the game, but it's just fun to watch. It's the mystery so far is that the character that we are playing, we are an elder vampire. We are someone from back in like even before the Napoleon days, right? We're super duper old, and currently we're in the year 2024. So last year, basically for us. So smartphones exist, all this stuff exists, and there's a bunch of stuff that happened in the 20s in this game. But basically, as we were brought about and we were branded with the mark, and our powers have been restricted when we came back to life. The detective that's in our head is a guy we murdered, because when vampires come out from their deep sleep, it's called a torpor, which means basically the beast inside them comes out and they feed on whatever is closest to them, because it's like you've been sleeping, you haven't drank in like hundreds upon hundreds of years, you're going to be thirsty. And so the beast is like, I need to feed. So unfortunately, the detective was in the way. The detective was in the way of that. And of course, we killed him. So, and because he's a Malkavian, and maybe because of the weird bit about it, he's in our head currently. And he's been helping us solve this case. So, in which it is touched on. There was like, yeah, you know, I unlocked your coffin. My bad. You know, I get it. You know, it's nature of the vampires. So we've been going around pretty much in this situation in Seattle because we've been brought here for some reason. And we're like, oh shit, what's going on? And so we're helping out the courts currently. You can kind of go some different routes with this. You can kind of more of the anarch and say, fuck the prince and all that. But we're kind of going the more prince angle. And we're basically trying to solve who branded us with this mark. Why are we here? Like, who brought us here? Who's trying to control us? What faction is messing things up here to cause all of this happening? What's happening here, right? Like, we're trying to figure out who's also doing these various murders of staking people with rebar at such speed and efficiency, it's insane. So there's a lot of questions out there, and we're getting closer and closer to some people's motives, but we haven't got anything solid yet. So it's actually been a fun mystery. I really want to know what the answers are, so we're getting closer to it. And of course, when this happens, we usually go into the stream of the gardener and we hear this.
Somewhere, sometime, I just like to sleep. Hey there, fella. I talked to our mutual friend. They said they'd love to have a chat. So what do you say you give me an address?
Oh, Truth Seeker, you are so close. You can taste me. You can breathe me. In scent and descent we shall glory, the Wanderer and I. Where my buds full blossom, my seedlings sprout.
Ugh. By address, I meant location, not a lecture on gardening tips.
The Wanderer is already furrowed, already plowed. Now turn the sod and slip beneath the soil.
Slip beneath the... Okay, well, I guess I'll pass that on. But, what is it you want? What's the deal here?
What's the deal, Truth Seeker?
Exactly.
So what's the deal?
So what's the deal, Smithy?
Jonesy was first responder. Captain Muldoon told us he'd want to get involved.
The body's gone?
Took 4 guys to get him off the rebar. Heavy fella. Real muscly, lot of bulk. Captain Muldoon was on site. He took a look at him, told me to pass on to you. The Vic is nothing special.
Uh-huh. So a man on the street kind of thing. Literally.
Oh, sure. Rebarred into the concrete. That's a heck of a night's work.
Any witnesses?
Yep. Young guy named of Max Weber.
Max Weber, huh? Well, well, well. I knew that name. And suddenly I knew why Benny had taken a closer look at this one.
He's over by the auto shop.
Did Officer Jones see anything?
Ask her. She's just come off the walk and talk. She's still on site. She might have something for you.
Thanks, Smithy. I'll take a walk around the scene.
Sure thing. Let me know when you're happy and we'll run cleanup.
Will do.
Yeah, for people new, this is Fabian's perspective, so this is film noir game now.
Guess the Vic was dragged here. Already dead or bleeding out.
And basically, they've been staked on these things of rebar. So imagine this, right? It's not a vampire because so far we believe the person doing this can breathe, and vampires don't need to breathe. And hi T. So imagine someone with super strength carrying things of rebar in a golf bag strapped to his back, and he comes up to you and kills you. Just just grabs you, take a rebar, and just bam, stakes you, and then basically arranges your body, arms out and stuff, and then rips your head off, and then stakes your body, right? I don't think it matches with the order, and then puts a cross of St. James on you as a warning. Birds can be frozen to say too poor, they're not invulnerable to ice. Yeah. So we're trying to figure out who's doing this.
Well, that settled it. Either our killer was as strong as an ox. Inevitable, really. Our serial killer must have ordered a whole batch of the pointy little things. Bust lock, too. I wondered how the auto shop played into this whole story. Guess there'd been a struggle. Oh, Benny had his place insured.
You're liking our van with a good grasp of presenting in Half-Life. Yeah. So far, a lot of people have been saying it's a werewolf. In the human form, they've just been super strong, but we're not 100% on that yet. It's the leading theory.
Good evening to you. I had a notion you might have got caught up in this, given this is your place. They tell me you saw something?
Hey, Fabian. Yeah, I did see something, just don't know what.
You don't know what you saw? What do you mean by that? Sasquatch with a bouffant hairdo? New breed of dog with too many legs? Supreme Court justice hovering 3 feet off the ground?
No, it's fuzzy. Okay, let me try. There was the victim, one of those big square guys, all muscles. Biker, I think. He was walking down the street.
Lost his bike, huh?
Just listen. He was walking down the street, and there was someone else coming the other way. Or maybe a couple. But I can't remember them, Fabian. It's like someone took a cloud of ink and brushed over them in my head. And then, next thing, the biker is lying on the concrete, rebar through his chest, head pulled off.
So you didn't see the killing?
I think I did see the killing. It's just I can't remember it.
Or the passers-by, if that's what they were.
No, I'm not even sure there were 2 of them. Maybe one. It's just a dark cloud.
You've considered the possibility that Zeus did this one. Was there lightning involved?
Fabian, sometimes I'm not sure how you keep your job.
Remember anything else?
I got nothing. Just a hole in my memory.
Felt to me like someone had messed with Max's mind. That I should take a look at.
Yeah, Comp, that's pretty much what I've been telling people. It's not a Bloodlines game. It's a fun vampire game, but it's not a Bloodlines game. They definitely should not have called it Bloodlines, but they did that probably to kind of for marketing and get people to buy it.
Tell me about the victim.
Like I said, big square guy, lots of muscles. Think he was a biker? That sort of looked to him?
You didn't know him?
No, he wasn't a client at the shop. I'd have recognized him.
He was definitely mortal.
Oh, for
Jolly!
sure.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Jolly, for sending people over. I see you're playing Escape from Dutkov. Hope you had a good time playing it. I'm still going through Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Having an actually good time with this game. We're going through the murder mystery stuff and everything going through it. The story has been really interesting to us so far, and we've been like really. I've been into it. I really got to know what's happening. You know, I gotta know how it ends. So I've been enraptured by it. Like I think the writing and stuff's been really good. The voice acting has been solid for most characters. But like, I hope you had a fun time playing Dutkov, man. And it is good to see you. Hope you've been doing well. Thanks so much for sending people over. And for those from Jolly Tunes who don't know who I am, I'm Zoran. Basically, I run tabletop RPG shows for a living. If you ever watched anything for Pathfinder 2nd Edition or maybe Warhammer 40K, things like that, I basically try to do non-Dungeons and Dragons stuff. I tend to do other tabletop RPGs because I think there's other cool tabletop RPGs out there. And you can find everything about me at like narrativedeclaration.com for that, or anything else about me at zoranthewizard.com, stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoy the spooky night that we're having. It's October thing. We're really doing vampires and occult stuff. So it's going to be super cool as we go through and try and uncover this mystery. So thank you so much, man, for sending people over. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing okay.
Smell the blood.
How is Benny involved?
Benny? He isn't. He just came along when the cops were called, worried something had happened to me. Took a good look at the body, said there was nothing special about it.
Good to have someone who gives a damn.
I guess.
Look after yourself, Max.
Okay, be careful. I don't like this one bit.
And then because they already have licenses. Yeah, it could be that or marketing, all sorts of stuff just to try to increase the chance of this game, because this game could have also never existed. So it went through development hell. So for it to even exist now is surprising.
This was not quiet. But then would anyone blink at loud noises coming from an auto shop?
Let's see what's going on, hey?
Jonesy, I hear you were first responder?
That's right, Detective. Called in by Mr. Weber when he found the body. Been knocking on doors, trying to get a picture of what happened. Nothing useful so far. As usual, no one saw anything, no one screaming, "I am the killer," on any nearby CCTV.
Anything to report? Anything catch your eye?
Apart from the big guy missing his head with an iron bar through his ribcage?
Yeah, apart from that.
Not a whiff of anything, Detective. Weird, right? You'd usually have a blood trail, boot prints, car tracks, especially in this snow. No neighbors heard it happen. Does a big guy really die this quietly?
You're right. That is strange. What did Max tell you?
Huh. I have the notes, but I think you should really talk to him. He was pretty confused.
I already talked to him. He thinks he saw someone other than the victim, but he's really struggling.
Yeah, this is why the captain called you in, Fabian. Seems like your kind of case.
Thanks, Jonesy. Sometimes I wondered how much crime was caused by the makers of little plastic signs, just to keep the trade going.
Thing is too is that I don't know enough about the World of Darkness characters. Is there anything else I have to ask him?
I thought of another thing. Memories.
I wish I could.
I knew Max was really trying to get rid of that cloud. Okay, thanks.
Oh, that's right. I gotta do my mind magic.
What are you hiding? Oh! A woman. A pregnant woman, dark hair. She was so scared. Uh-huh.
Hey, Max. Wanted to ask you. I took a look inside your head.
You did what?
That fuzziness you were talking about. There was a woman. A pregnant woman.
No, I don't remember that.
And I got a sense of wings. Like angel's wings. If this is my killer...
Thanks for sending people over, buddy.
So...
I greatly appreciate it.
That's what I mean to find out.
We're currently playing through Vampire the Masquerade and stuff. Hey, a lot of people reading tonight. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're pretty much doing spooky times. We're pretty much doing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. It's not a good Bloodlines game, but it is a fun, spooky vampire game. And also, we're punching people to death. Is what we're doing. Hope you're doing okay, buddy. I hope you're... It's like, were you gambling again? Gregory Horror Show. What is Gregory Horror Show? What is that? Yeah, but hi everybody. Basically, I'm Zoran. I run tabletop RPG shows for a living. So instead of Dungeons and Dragons, I do stuff like Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Warhammer 40k, tabletop RPGs, various games, stuff like that. And I basically goof around on streaming. I haven't been streaming really all that much this entire year, but I've been slowly but surely getting back to it and stuff like that. But I wish, but basically, I cast have a good night and have a good sleep, or else. It's like, oh, wow, you're a wizard. That's so cool. It is. That means I can curse you and your entire family. That means you should never, ever make me angry. And it's also why I threaten people with a gun. Whenever they don't become subscribers. I shake people down online on the internet. I'm a fit asleep. Well, actually, here, let's do a bit real quick. Hold up. Is my orb going to work? No, my orb's not working tonight. But basically, I could oh, we got to have the orb working. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I can do an actual spell. Hold up. 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 I said hold up. 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 I got to find the button. Oh, it's Alt N. There we go. Whoop. There we go. All right. Well, Isaac, have a wonderful, restful sleep tonight.
Definitely not.
You're fucked, man. You're screwed. You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna be like, oh man, I'm so tired of everything. You're gonna lay down, you're gonna start going through your phone, right? You're gonna start scrolling on Reddit or something, Twitter, you're seeing all what's going on, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be hit with something embarrassing that you did, and it's not gonna get out of your mind the entire time. And as you're doom scrolling, you're gonna doom scroll in your own mind. You're gonna think of every cringy thing you've ever done. It's going to stay with you the entire time. And then by the time you finally go to bed, it's going to be 8 a.m. And then you're going to mess up your sleep schedule. That's exactly what's going to happen. But it's okay. I cast have a good sleep. I hope you have a good sleep, buddy. Thank you so much for sending people over, buddy. Yeah, remember that thing you said 11 years ago? Remember that girl you talked to? There's a reason why she didn't reply back.
Thanks, Max. See ya.
I think he just laid down a curse. Well, have a good... See you later, man. Have a good sleep, buddy. Don't doom scroll too much. That starts the curse. Gonna continue investigating the crime scene.
Detective Fabian.
Still feeling...
Can we...
I'm missing something. I'm missing something. The chat, for those of you who know, how many of you know what Vampire the Masquerade is? I can do my best to try to summarize as much as I can. Like, I've been kind of summarizing it all night for folks, but if there's anything you want to know, let me know. Like I don't know all the lore in and out, but I know enough to kind of get you up to speed. But okay, so basically, Vampire the Masquerade is pretty much been a series of stuff like through tabletop RPGs and stuff. When I say tabletop RPGs, like, you know what Dungeons and Dragons is, right? Dungeons and Dragons is a TTRPG, which is a tabletop RPG. So that pretty much means like you sit together, you take all the rule books and stuff like that, and you role play your characters that you do. Vampire the Masquerade is part of a thing called the World of Darkness. Now, the World of Darkness comprises, it's the big world setting that it's all about, but there's different things inside of it. It's kind of like Forgotten Realms would probably be a thing for it. For like Dungeons and Dragons like stuff. It's like here's the lore, the name of the lore is the best thing. It's something to make you familiar with it. In a World of Darkness, there's stuff like people who are powerful magic users, werewolves, vampires of all sorts, like eldritch and occult things. Like it. Okay, here's a better thing. Have you ever watched the movie Hellboy? So replace Hellboy with vampire, and that's it. That's Vampire the Masquerade. I think that's the best way I could do it for you.
Hey, Jonesy, just want to check something. Any sightings of a pregnant woman from the neighbors?
Funny you should say that, Detective. We got this off the CCTV.
Goddamn, aren't
across the alley. Doesn't have a direct line on the crime scene, but it did get this.
Huh. An extremely blurry photo of a woman who is most definitely in the family way.
Looks like it to me.
That is interesting. Good talk.
One, the Hellboy did have some vamp. No, I mean, like, yeah, just think of Hellboy. Hellboy's the best way to just probably take Hellboy out of the equation because he wouldn't be in the. Well, he could, but you get the idea. It's mostly about vampires and stuff. Generally for Vampire the Masquerade. And the Masquerade is basically, hey, the entire world doesn't know vampires exist. So what people would prefer to do, or the vampires prefer, is to keep everything underground, which is the Masquerade. It's like everyone's put a mask on society or themselves to blend in with humanity. Because if humanity found out that there's a shit ton of vampires everywhere, the government and all sorts of things are going to start bringing in a bunch of hunters, holy men, everything else, and hunt the vampires down. There's more humans than there are vampires. So they're going to be like, what? And then start killing them, which is kind of weird because there are hunters, and I'm surprised like the government agency has not had an anti-vampire division. Like I'm pretty sure they would have figured it out at some point. I don't know the logic for that, but of course the vampires do what they can of like wiping memories and messing with minds and killing certain people just to make sure they're not like found out. So in this game, it's pretty much vampire film noir we're doing in one half, and we're punching people to death game.
Was a concern. Worth checking if anyone else was suffering the same.
Nah, let's check those police records.
Down at the station, I wanted to check.
Don't let me touch it again.
Want to take a gander at my mugshots? I have a fine selection.
Oh my goodness. And basically what this character is, Fabian, he's a Malkavian. Now Malkavians are batshit crazy. They're crazy. Like they'll get random hallucinations. Like in the first Bloodline games, like there's one scene which is really funny where you're walking through this apartment and the TV that's on, the guy in the news station goes, hey, and you look over to the TV and you're like, oh, hey man. And the TV starts going, like, did you get the guy yet? And you're like, no, I didn't get him yet. So you start talking to the TV. and the guy on the TV is talking to you. It's phenomenal. It's great. And basically what he's doing is that he's interacting with an object that basically, as you would thumb through the pages and get it out and read the info, this is the way, you know, for a Malkavian to basically interact with something and be like, give me the information I want.
Any recent entries about a mother-to-be?
It's a big city, Fabian. Got any more details?
Anything come up near the auto shop?
Nothing on the spot. Widening the search just a little should be helpful, but give me more.
Reports filed from tonight's killings?
Nothing interesting in my in-tray where mothers are concerned. Anything else?
Any cases of memory loss?
Let's take a look at our search area. Ah, that's interesting.
What's that?
Nothing mother-related, but there are an unusually high number of reports of memory loss around central Seattle.
Oh, can you give me some names?
That's the thing with memory loss, Detective. Names are often hard to pinpoint. But let me skim the notes. A biker named Guru. He's been picked up a few times for intoxication and definitely has a less than perfect recall. Then there's Carla, who used to be a paramedic. She dropped out because she couldn't trust herself to deliver the right meds. She's out there on the streets somewhere. Then, of course, there's Mr. Lemon in the cells.
Now that is interesting. I know all these people.
Drinking buddies, Detective.
You could say that.
If you can give me any more details, we could have a hot session of record correlation. What do you say?
I'll see what I can find out.
Andre on YouTube says the OG Inquisition was to hunt down the vampires. The vampires got scared and invented the Masquerade. Also, the is the new Inquisition, which is the government anti-vamp agency. I think he like mistyped it that way, so I don't know what it means. But I assume there's a new government which is like, find the vampires.
Use me. You never even stay for breakfast.
But the thickens plots, chat. The thickens plots.
Something about Mr. Lemon.
Let's go talk to Mr. Lemon down in the thing. This is gonna be the really bad acting of being drunk guy. He should be here. There he is.
How's life in the tank, Frank?
Sing it.
Believe me, buddy.
Is this not it? That's not it, but I will drink from him.
Well, thank you. You won't miss it. Stay safe, Rafe.
Nay, Mr. Bride.
How am I doing so far? I'm doing good. Playing me some Vampire the Masquerade tonight, trying to solve a mystery. Having a good time. That's not Mr. Lemon. Then who the heck is Mr. Lemon? Who is the Lemon of Man? I think a Bloodlines 2. Forgive me, I've been answering the question all night. 6 out of 10 game. It's not a good Bloodlines game, but so far it's been a good Vampire the Masquerade game. Or so far a good, yeah, Vampire the Masquerade game. It should have just been called Vampire the Masquerade Seattle, in my opinion. That was Mr. Lemon, was it? Pen and Navy. Yeah, I should do what Co-Carnage does and get a command main, because I'm just lazy with making commands that says opinions, because normally when he does a playthrough, because he doesn't want to answer the same question over and over too. And so, you know, as we're discussing, please don't feel bad on asking the question. I don't want you to feel like, oh no, now I made him mad, and like I don't want you to feel that way. Like, it's a legit question, so please don't feel bad about it. You're okay, so don't feel bad about it.
You doing okay, Ray?
Detective gone mem.
Whoa, that just sounds painful. Though I hear they can do. thought you were drunk, Mr. Lemon, but the records say you were picked up sober, just confused. Remember anything?
Lemony moss, Fabio.
That's what I thought. If only I knew a bit more about you. Like where you were found, or your favorite music venue.
Amusing.
Huh?
Amusing Grease, Mr. Fabio.
Oh, how sweet that sound. You're a churchgoer.
Blessed Holy Mother.
Guess that's a yes. Thanks, Mr. Lemon. Hey, Orville? And you've been... all right. Farewell.
Yeah, so he's not been drunk at all. Which also would explain that if Fabian drinks from him, he doesn't get drunk either. That's actually really interesting to me. Because when the vampires drink from somebody who is drunk, they too get the effects of being drunk. You must love this game. I mean, I've only been up for like 2 hours. It's like I really wanted to play through it earlier in the day, but I just didn't have the chance to because I've been getting just I have bad sleep apnea and stuff going on right now, so I'm not getting restful sleep. So I'll wake up and I'm like, God damn, I didn't sleep at all, or like it just wasn't restful, right? So it was garbage sleep I was having. Also look at my feeties. The winter atmosphere is we're in Seattle in 2024 right now, and we are basically around Christmas time. So we are, you know, we are around Christmas time right now. Also, chat, are you guys gonna do anything for Halloweeners? Where's the gum wall though? Guru. Oh no, I don't go to him. I don't go to him at all, actually. I know where Guru is. There we go.
Mr. Guru, can I impose just a moment?
Well now, Fabian, my man, I can see the ghosts in your trail. Don't pay them no mind.
Hey, buddy, a filing cabinet? You want to tell me about it?
We all have spaces, but my confusion's my problem. One for deep theological contemplation.
So, you don't want to talk about it?
Sorry. My mind is a temple. I need to be careful who I let in. You've never struck me as a religious man.
Come on, buddy. What happened to...
It was a cloudy time, Detective. I'm considering the spiritual implications.
Always a pleasure, Guru.
The ghost...
I wanted a word with Guru.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna tell me unless I do.
I didn't see the point in confusing. Nope. I didn't see the need.
Oh, none of that does it. All right.
Hey, old buddy.
The trap.
If something scrambled...
That's between me and...
You're usually chiller than this.
Sorry, Fabian.
Well, there's...
It's a lot.
Bad night to our heels.
Well, that doesn't work. Let's go over here. Go to the pawn shop.
Spare a dollar? Really?
One player thinks you're a story who kidnaps some people from a bar and plant them at a vamp club. Being drunk, so I put Bo's vamp into weakened status. Hell yeah. Party at my place where we play Slenderman with surround sound and projector. Oh, that sounds fun. That's awesome. The night, at least they lives wear Halloween shirts. Aw. Still Halloween for my area on the 25th. Then they go out and get food and brew that night. That's it for actual Halloween. They can't handle sugar and don't do anything besides. They got a nice piece of bowl for candy trick-or-treaters. Yeah.
Carla wasn't in her usual spot. I wondered where she'd got to.
Uh-oh. So their Halloween tradition is to be annoyed that companies try to make American Halloween a thing here. We're kind of say, yeah. Currently with the Vampire Detective, we're kind of like in a flashback dream sequence right now. Be at the Ren Fair. Oh yeah, Ren Fair is going on now, right? I think the Texas Ren Fair is anyway. Dude, there's a documentary about that Ren Fair, about how that, oh god, what was it? It was like the old guy who owned it and he was trying to sell it, but then like someone did something and fucked it all up. So instead of like retiring with a whole bunch of money, he did something and like he did something, just lost it all. Like, and then he passed away, I think. Like it's weird, man. I don't want to pay the money to see it. Like I don't want to pay another subscription thing, which so far I think that's why piracy has been on the rise again. It's just nothing but the streaming services have just been like any good. And Fair Baron thing, yeah. Because I live near the Texas Ren Fair stuff, so that's where I would go. But last time, like, it was fun. Like, I enjoyed my time going, but I don't think I would go there again. It's very, how can I describe the Ren Fair? Like, it's like a shitty Comic-Con, you know? Like, people go there dressed in like, I don't know, like Star Wars outfits. And they also do the Star Trek thing, which I'm a big Star Trek fan, but like I'm like, hey, I get it. Like you're doing the whole time travel thing with Star Trek or something else like that. But I'm kind of like, nah. You know, and that is it's kind of campy in some places too. And a lot of the shops or whatever are like, God, it's really pricey for what it is. Like really pricey for some of the stuff. And I also remember there was one booth where they were selling keyblades. Because I remember taking Zegram there and he bought a keyblade. Always hated the turkey legs. Yeah, it's kind of fun eating them where you're like, turkey leg, you know. You know, it's kind of like, hee, I'm a Ren Fair turkey leg, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's kind of cute. Like, I find it cute, but I also get you. I'm with you on it. It's not like, you're not immersed in a sim, right? It's not there for you to basically go, it's not a reenactment, right? You're there to enjoy a nerdy medieval theme. Then the shows are all the same. There's the one Whip God, which apparently he's been active on social media recently. He's been doing a lot of shorts and TikToks and stuff. He's been really branching out. I'm glad he's been doing his marketing well. But there's like other shows where I'm just like, eh. I wanted to see the magicians mostly. Like I love seeing the magic shows. I love that.
Say, Carla, you okay? You're not in your normal spot.
I was just helping a friend out, Detective. Are you in pain?
I spoke to a friend who knows about these things, and they said you got picked up by the PD, all confused. What happened? You okay?
You know how it is, Detective. When the call comes to help others, you see so many faces. They blur together for a time, and I guess it all just got too much. I started to forget.
Was there some particular incident that triggered it?
I don't know, Detective. I remember a woman, a young woman. She was so sad.
And pregnant?
Yes. I'm afraid I fell apart a little. It was all too much. I don't think she wanted me to see her. She was scared, you see.
Uh-huh. That is very interesting. Now, if we could just figure out where this happened.
I've volunteered in many places, Detective. I just can't remember. There are holes, missing pieces.
What's your full name, Carla? I'll run it at the station, see if some addresses fall out.
Carla Long.
Thank you kindly, Carla. Now you have a good night.
Increase the volume up a bit for you guys. Very interesting. Well, we got that, and he's not giving us anything, but I guess we'll just go right back to him. Because I figured, I figured with him, I would just do like, some of my vampire magic on him, but he was like, no, none of that's gonna happen. So I'm like, huh. No, I went the wrong way. It still worked out. Just imagine someone running at you, chatting this speed. Like arms and torso perfectly still, but his legs are like this. Just running at you. Mach speed.
Hey there.
The side.
Here, let me eat you.
Come on, buddy.
It was a cloudy time, Detective.
I have a case.
You can.
Nope. Had nothing to say.
Oh, now that works. Okay.
Hello there, my friend.
Well, always pleasant to meet one of your kind. What with the ghosts being so loud lately. I hope recent days have been spiritual and full of love, my man.
It's been a good week. Plenty to do. How about you? Have you spent your time well?
Like you, I share what words I have and hope they'll make a difference. So, what good words do you have to impart, my friend? How would one of your calling deal with ghosts?
Forgive yourself. Everything starts with that.
That's a common refrain from a man of the cloth. So, these are real ghosts I'm talking about here, Padre.
Real ghosts?
What's this have to do with memory loss?
I saw her. Right in front of me. She came out of nothing like a haze becoming flesh. She spoke. She talked about her baby, the one she still bore. But I can't remember, Padre. I can't remember. I lost her, everything about her.
Where was it? My son.
I can't remember what she spoke, but I swear I did see her.
Oh.
And sometimes I still see her from the corner of my eye as I walk the city. Her and sometimes others.
Wow. So you don't know where this was?
No, there are gaps, my friend. Holes in my mind where thought has turned to smoke.
Interesting. You are not the first to tell me that.
I feel I have lost myself. Could you find me?
Sure, I guess. I can at least ask around. What's your name? Other than Guru.
Before I was Guru, they used to call me David. David DeVere.
Really? Nice to meet you, David. Now, I better get going. Asked to attend, people to shrive, that sort of thing. Blessings be upon you.
May you find peace, Padre.
We have a lead. Really not necessarily deal or out of juice deal. Yeah, it's like for some reason just didn't want to do, but it finally worked out. We got a lead. We're gonna figure out more about stuff. But it being like, if he was literal about the ghosts, that's like, oh man, I don't know what the hell this thing's gonna be. I'm just like, oh, I have to eat something, don't I?
I didn't think that.
Oh, never mind. I got a thing.
Hello, my little bibliophile. Looking for a booking? Desperate for a dossier?
I've got the skinny on our missing memory cases. Can you do some digging?
You know what rolls my Rolodex, don't you, detective? So what have you got?
Guru's real name is David DeVere. He thinks he saw a ghost, a pregnant woman who materialized right in front of him.
David DeVere. Very good, very good.
Carla's full name is Carla Long. She had a bit of an episode when she was treating a pregnant woman.
Carla Long, huh? Yeah, she's here.
Mr. Lemon, I've got nothing on except he sings Amazing Grace and goes to church.
Every snippet is useful. Everything is connected. I have it, detective. Carla Long spent time volunteering at St. Stephen's, giving treatments to the poor. David attended church lectures of theology at St. Stephen's. And doesn't that fit with your Mr. Lemon, who's into religious music? All three short of memory.
You're right. St. Stephen's is the key. Nice work, knowledge base. Thanks. I need to follow up.
You know where I am, detective, if you want to root around.
Ha! A wink, a wonka.
There it was then. Time to go to church.
I think
Something
overly,
I didn't often say, let me tell you.
You know, the overly sexual file
St.
cabinet.
Stephen's beckoned, and I had Mr. Lemon's song on my lips. It was kind of catchy.
You Wraith the Oblivion. Yeah, like, more and more it's starting to feel like maybe it's the ghost of a hunter.
Serial killer, dead biker guy of unusual size. Swiss cheese
Like maybe
holes in
that?
his forehead.
Because this guy was doing the killings 20 years ago, disappeared, and now he's
Something
back.
like a ghost. The mother to be, it was niggling at the corner of my mind, but I couldn't get at it. Anyway, this woman, if she was real, was definitely at the
Oh, my
scene of the
power
crime.
fluctuated. We
I
good?
wanted to talk to her a lot.
Marco Polo? Yeah, my lights flickered. So if my electricity randomly goes out, sorry about that. Okay. Good old Texas infrastructure. Hi, lady. Are you pregnant? Oh, you're that person who used to be a bodyguard.
Anda, right? Not sure we've met. I'm Fabian. I work for Benny.
I've heard of you.
All good things, I hope.
I have heard of you.
I'm looking for a suspect. Young woman in the family way, if you know what I mean.
And what is she suspected of?
She's destroyed a whole bunch of people. Kindred and mortals alike.
Really? Sounds nasty. But I haven't seen her. Good luck on chasing her down.
You sure you haven't seen her? She's involved in a bunch of decapitations. Kindred and mortals.
She sounds tough, but she's not here. You can leave now.
Okay. Thanks.
Go away.
I messed that up. Time for a do-over, I guess.
Go.
Oh, come on.
Forget. Anda, right?
I've heard of you.
All good things.
I have heard of you.
I'm looking for a young woman in the family way.
Our lights keep flickering. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Her name is Misty, and she's scared. She's had terrible things done to her. If you hurt her, I will find your haven and I will visit you every night just as you wake. And each time, I will rip out your tongue by the root.
Who hurt her?
I don't know, but when I find out, I will slice them paper thin and donate them as
keeps
toilet
flickering.
paper to the city restrooms.